Israel Adesanya's reaction to Ilia and Khamzat Chimaev's explosive finishes at UFC 308? Absolutely electric. In a night that left fans on the edge of their seats, Adesanya's live breakdown of the finishes didn't just capture the action, it amplified it. And the stakes were sky high. Ilia had promised to be the first to knock out former featherweight champ Max Holloway, a fighter renowned for his granite chin. As the fight started, Adesanya picked up on something in Topuria's demeanor. "This guy's dialed in," he muttered, impressed with the Spanish phenom's almost unnerving calmness. Topuria didn't rush, didn't flinch, instead waiting with predator-like patience for the right moment. Holloway's volume striking kept him in the game, but Adesanya noted how Topuria set traps and broke down Holloway's defenses step by step. "He's not just swinging here, he's calculating," Adesanya commented, eyes glued to the screen as Topuria dismantled one of the division's toughest fighters. When Topuria finally landed that blistering combo, Adesanya's energy peaked. He leaned forward, calling out the precision, the timing, the sheer audacity of going after Holloway with that much power. "He just rewrote the playbook," Adesanya remarked, visibly shocked yet impressed. Topuria had turned what seemed impossible into reality, shattering Holloway's legendary chin and proving he's here to stay at the top. For Adesanya, it wasn't just the knockout, but the statement Topuria made by meeting Holloway on his terms and coming out on top. Then came Khamzat Chimaev's fight, and Adesanya's excitement shifted to a mix of admiration and a hint of rivalry. The Chechen juggernaut hadn't fought in over a year, sidelined by health issues, but any doubts about his return vanished the second he stepped into the octagon against Robert Whittaker. Less than a minute in, Chimaev went for the takedown, showing fans exactly why he's known as Boars. But Adesanya was quick to point out, this wasn't just brute strength, it was calculated destruction. "This guy's a grappling nightmare," Adesanya remarked, and he didn't stop there. One thing that had Adesanya captivated was Chimaev's use of the handcuff grip, a brutal technique that immobilizes the opponent's arm, making it nearly impossible for them to mount any kind of defense. "That's the kind of move that breaks people mentally," Adesanya explained, clearly impressed. And then, the jaw-dropping finish. Chimaev locked in a face crank so tight it dislocated Whittaker's jaw, forcing the tap. Adesanya's reaction was pure shock. "That's the kind of finish that sends a message to the entire division," he commented, recognizing the sheer dominance Chimaev displayed over a former champ. For Adesanya, it wasn't just about the win, it was about the way Chimaev took control and showed the division what he's capable of. Adesanya broke down Topuria's striking in ways that made the fight feel like a chess match, analyzing how Topuria manipulated angles and capitalized on Holloway's predictability. "It's about timing, about setting traps," Adesanya explained, pointing out how Topuria used small shifts to get Holloway out of position, setting up that knockout blow. Adesanya was practically giving fans a masterclass on precision striking, adding his own experience to what we were seeing. With Chimaev, Adesanya's focus shifted to grappling, explaining how Boars controlled every moment on the ground. He wasn't just holding Whittaker, he was systematically taking away his options, forcing Whittaker into a defensive shell. "That grip he's got, it's no joke," Adesanya said. "It's like once he locks it in, you're not getting out." And when Chimaev forced that submission, Adesanya's respect for the Chechen's power and skill was clear, though his competitive side showed too. You could tell he was analyzing, sizing up the potential for his own clash with the rising star. Adesanya didn't just give credit, he planted seeds for what's next, speculating on future matchups that have fans buzzing. He hinted that Topuria's next logical opponent could be Alexander Volkanovski, a matchup that would be a dream for featherweight fans. Adesanya said, hinting at the level of competition Topuria will face if he continues his run. For Adesanya, it was clear that this wasn't just another night of fights. It was a reshaping of the featherweight and middleweight divisions. When it came to Chimaev, Adesanya's words were laced with admiration, but also with a hint of caution. He acknowledged that Chimaev, with his grappling dominance, is now one of the scariest threats in the middleweight division. "The guy's relentless, and that's what makes him dangerous," he said. But he wasn't shy about reminding fans who still holds the top spot, adding, "Middleweight is my division." The hint of a potential future showdown left fans buzzing, wondering if we might see Adesanya and Chimaev collide in the octagon sooner than expected.